If you've been following the real-world asset space lately, you've probably noticed that things are moving faster than most of us expected, and honestly, faster than some of the big banks are likely comfortable with. You know what they say, adapt or die. One project that's been leading that charge is Ondo Finance, and its token Ondo. In the last few weeks, they've dropped a series of updates that show they're not just playing in the RWA sandbox anymore, they're building the actual infrastructure. Today, I'm going to walk you through the biggest developments from the last month, why they actually matter, and what it could mean for the token. And yes, I'll try to keep the finance bro energy to a minimum. Let's start with the headline that landed this week. There's some big numbers beginning to flow around, one being that Ondo Global Markets has officially crossed $1 billion in total value locked. Now, this isn't just another we hit a big number moment. Oh no, it's actually showing us where all this is heading. This platform launched less than 8 months ago and has already doubled its TVL since January. Cumulative trading volume is now over $18 billion. They control roughly 70% of the tokenized stocks and ETFs market. I don't know about you, but watching a tokenized equities platform hit $1 billion in under 8 months feels like watching someone speedrun traditional finance. Meanwhile, some banks are still trying to figure out how to send a wire transfer in under 3 business days and deal with customers questioning the fees. While the TVL number is flashy, there's something even more interesting happening behind the scenes. Earlier this month, Ondo pulled off something that is likely a glimpse into how cross-border finance is being disrupted in the real world. On May 7th, Ondo, JPMorgan's Connexus division Mastercard and Ripple completed the first near real-time cross-border redemption of a tokenized US Treasury fund on the XRP ledger. The whole thing settled in under 5 seconds. This wasn't a demo or a press release with no follow-through. This was a live transaction between actual financial institutions using public blockchain rails. It's the kind of thing that makes you realize how slow and expensive traditional systems still are and how quickly that could change. You might have seen posts on X that quote, slowly, then suddenly. Well, this has that vibe about it. Now, there's one more development from late April that I think is underrated but actually quite important. So Ondo partnered with Broadridge, one of the largest securities processing companies in the world, to bring on-chain proxy voting to tokenized stocks and ETFs. This is now live across over 250 assets worth more than $700 million. For institutions, this has been one of the biggest missing pieces. Now, holders of these tokenized assets can actually vote on corporate matters directly on-chain. It's a small detail in the grand scheme of things, but it removes a major objection that a lot of big players have had about tokenized equities. When you put all of this together, $1 billion in tokenized equities, TVL, a live JPMorgan Mastercard cross-border pilot, and real shareholder voting, you start to see why Ondo keeps pulling ahead in the RWA race. On the token side, Ondo has also had a decent run in May after a rough stretch following the big January unlock. It's currently trading around the 40-cent mark. Sure, it's still well below its all-time high, but a lot of tokens are, and yet it's showing some real strength while the fundamentals keep improving. Classic crypto, the protocol grows, the token sometimes takes a while to catch up. We've all seen that movie before, and so the big question a lot of people are watching is whether the token will eventually start capturing more of the value it's creating. There's ongoing talk about a potential fee switch later this year, which could direct some protocol revenue back to Ondo holders. If that happens, it could be a meaningful catalyst. But even without it, the growth in actual usage is hard to ignore. When a project goes from 0 to $1 billion in tokenized equities in under 8 months while signing deals with JPMorgan, Mastercard, and Broadridge, you're looking at something that's building real, lasting infrastructure, not just another narrative play. Here's where my head's at with all this. Ondo has moved well past the promising RWA project phase. They're now executing at a level that very few teams in crypto have matched. The combination of massive product adoption, serious institutional partnerships, and actual infrastructure development at scale makes Ondo one of the more important tokens to watch right now, especially if you believe tokenization is going to be a multi-year theme. Okay, so that's a pretty good picture of what's been happening with Ondo over the last month. If you're already holding Ondo, drop a flare in the comments and let me know what you think about the $1 billion TVL milestone. If you're looking at it for the first time, tell me, are you more focused on the token or the actual products? Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Next week, we're going deep on something big. Drop your suggestions in the comments and I'll pick the most requested topic. This has been another Crypto Collision video. Stay safe, stay stacking smart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.